A very good morning to Dr. Siti. My name is Kavi Mukila Puspalingam, and today I'll be presenting Lab 3, which is titled Determination of Iodine Value using the WIJS method. Firstly, I'll be beginning it with the definition of iodine value. Iodine value is an index of unsaturation, which is the most important analytical characteristics of oil. Iodine value is the percentage of its own weight, which a fat will combine of halogen calculated as iodine. The iodine value is a measure of the unsaturation fats and oils. The unsaturation is in the form of double bonds which reacts with the iodine compound. The higher the iodine number, the more carbon-carbon double bonds are present in the fat. It is expressed as the number of grams of iodine absorbed by 100 grams of fats under the test conditions used for each experiment. Secondly, we'll be talking about the principle for the determination of iodine value. The determination is conducted by dissolving a weight sample in a non-polar solvent such as cyclohexane, then adding glacial acetic acid. This method now has been modified by using cyclohexane as a solvent instead of carbon tetrachloride. In this procedure, fats are dissolved in the solvent and mixed with WJIS solution. The double bonds are reacted with an excess of solution of iodine monochloride in a glacial acetic acid, also known as the WJIS solution. Mercuric ions are added to hasten the reaction then. The concentration of carbon-carbon double bond in the original sample can therefore be calculated by measuring the amount of sodium thiosulfate needed to complete the titration. Therefore, after completion of the reaction, the excess iodine monochloride is decomposed to iodine by the addition of aqueous potassium iodide solution, which is then titrated with the standard sodium thiosulfate solution. Finally, starch is normally used as an indicator because it forms a molecular complex with the iodine that has a deep blue color. Therefore, to conduct this experiment, there are few reagents that will be used. Firstly, the potassium iodide of 15% aqueous solution, which is free of iodide. Secondly, starch solution of 1% aqueous dispersion, which is freshly boiled for 3 minutes and allowed to cool. Third is the sodium thiosulfate of 0.1 normality, which is dissolved with 24.8 gram of sodium thiosulfate in distilled water and diluted to 1 liter later. Fourthly, potassium dichromate solution, which is prepared by dissolving 14.7 gram of dried potassium dichromate in distilled water and then later mixed up to 1 liter. Fifthly, WJI solution, which is also known as the iodine monochloride solution in acetic acid carbon tetrachloride mixture. The reagent is always available commercially. Number 6 is the cyclohexane, and number 7 is the standardization of sodium thiosulfate solution. The apparatus that we used are the wide-necked glass bottle with or flask, which has the capacity of 250 to 500 ml, burettes of 50 ml graduated in 0.1 ml, and lastly the pipettes of 20 and 25 ml will be used in this experiment. Next, we'll be moving into the procedures that will be conducted for this experiment for the determination of iodine value. Firstly is the preparation of sample for analysis. The first step is accurately weigh 1 gram of palm oil and 1 gram of sunflower oil to the nearest 0.0001 gram in a separate 500 ml conical flask. Secondly, 15 ml of cyclohexane is added to dissolve the fat. Then, add another 25 ml of WJIS solution in and insert the stopper and mix gently. And place the bottles in the dark for 20 minutes. Thirdly, after standing for 20 minutes, add 20 ml of potassium iodide solution and 150 ml of water. Titrate the solutions with sodium thiosulfate until the yellow color due to the iodide almost disappear. Add 1 to 2 ml of starch indicator solution and continue the titration until the blue color does disappear after vigorously shaking. Fourthly, repeat the procedure above to maintain the 3 results for each samples. Prepare a blank test without oil simultaneously under the same conditions as well. Next, the additional information needed are the weight of the sample to be used varies according to its expected iodine value, and the table is given for each of the product. Finally, for the calculation part, the iodine value can be calculated using the formula, which is iodine value equals to 12.69 N. N stands for the exact normality of the sodium thiosulfate solution used. Bracket V2 minus V1, which is V2 is the volume in milliliters of the sodium thiosulfate solution used for the blind test, minus V1 is the volume in milliliters of the sodium thiosulfate solution used for the determination, divided by W, which is the weight in grams of the test portion. That is how the results can be calculated for the iodine value for this experiment. Finally, the iodine value can be used to measure the degree of unsaturation of oil and fats. The results are normally expressed as the number of grams of iodine absorbed by the fats or the oils present in each of the sample. Therefore, for this experiment, the sample used with the sunflower oil and palm oil. By conducting the experiment for both the sample, it is proven that sunflower oil has higher iodine value than palm oil. This is because sunflower oil contains more carbon-carbon double bonds compared to the palm oil used. This means the higher the iodine value, the greater the amount of unsaturation. The higher the iodine value, it means the less stable the oil is and more vulnerable it is to oxidation and free radical productions. Higher iodine value, oils are prone to oxidation and polymerization as well. Thus, it can be concluded that the higher the iodine number, for example, for this experiment, the sunflower oil, which is higher iodine value, means that the more carbon-carbon double bonds are present in the fat. Thank you so much.